Yo, what is up YouTube? James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of the Ultra Test. Man, this series has been a major pain to record, let me just say. So I tried to record some previous episodes. What happened is the first few attempts, the video file becomes corrupted. I don't even know how I got corrupted. It looked fine when I was recording the video by itself usually, like nothing was wrong with it. And then it's just like I couldn't edit the video because it said the video was corrupted. So those were failures. And then when I tried recording earlier, what happened was like it started lagging like really badly from my recorder. So those videos were rendered useless. So it's been a really hard time to record this series. I do apologize for anyone who's been looking forward to this series. We're gonna get started though. Hopefully, since I changed some settings, hopefully it doesn't stay that way. Video might look a little bit worse, but yeah, that's kind of what I have to do in order. Like, computer isn't the greatest. So we have an Ultranecrozma team. If you haven't checked out the previous episodes, we used a Kyogre team. We're going to be using Ultranecrozma with Dusk-Mane. We use Dusk-Mane because it has a better typing prior to bursting, because Ultranecrozma has the same stats no matter which form you burst from. And Dusk-Mane with its steel typing is really nice overall before bursting. We got Calm Mind Special Ultranecrozma. The physical set has one problem where if you're max invested in attack and no invested in special attack, if you get intimidated, your physical attack stat will be lower than your special attack stat because of the intimidate. And then what happens is Photon Geyser will become a special type attack based on how the move works. So yeah, so we're going to be using the special Calm Mind Necrozma, which has been pretty popular lately. We're going to be using standard Tailwind Mega Salamence. We got Subprimal Groudon. We got Choice Scarf Tapu Lele. We have Focus Sash Weavile and Shucka Berry Stack Attack. So the first four are actually pretty common on these builds, with the last two being my personal addition. So I felt like this team had really big weaknesses to Yveltal and Lunala, and I felt like Weavile helped cover that matchup a bit better. And Stack Attacker covered Xerneas, because I feel like this team really loses to Xerneas. I don't get how this team is supposed to beat Xerneas. We have Primal Groudon, that's really it. And Primal Groudon goes down to 2 Moonblast, which isn't exactly pleasant. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. And yeah, let's play some games, and hopefully we will be able to do well. I have played a lot with this team lately, so hopefully it does showcase. But yeah, we got Ray Ogre Togedemaru with Ditto. Okay, Salamence is really good against my opponent's team. So is Ultranecrozma. They positioned right. I think I'm gonna lead Salamence Ultranecrozma. Groudon plus Lele. Weavile's not really good except against Rayquaza. And Stack Attack is just there's no reason to bring Stack Attack. There's no Xerneas, so yeah, I think I'm just gonna lead with those. I might want to consider Dazzling Gleam over Shadow Ball and Lele, because I feel like I've never clicked Shadow Ball on top of Lele. Like some changes I was thinking, because I kept making adjustments, like the Stack Attack or Weavile slot were always interchangeable, and I kind of wanted Stone Edge on the Stack Attacker for a while because it helped with like Yveltal teams. I'm not exactly too sure, because every Yveltal team that I face that I want to bring Stack Attacker is usually like Yveldon, and the problem with that is like it ends up being Shucka Berry Stack Attacker, so I'm not exactly too sure. We got Kyogre plus Tapu Fini, which will lead here against my Salamence plus Necrozma, which is an okay combination for me, because I could Calm Mind here, and I could Hyper Voice. I don't know if you're gonna Water Spout or just Ice Beam. I mean, I do want to burst here. Maybe I just go for Hyper Voice and Ultra Burst and Protect, because I don't need Salamence to win this game. I just needed to chip some stuff. So I think I'm just going to go for Hyper Voice. Like, I could have expected Ray to come in, expecting my Groudon to come in. Ooh, nice Heal Pulse. Ice Beam comes out, which is fine. And yeah, that's okay. I'll go Groudon, double out on the Lele. Or I could go Lele first, because I get to draw. Lele should be able to knock out the Beanie with Psychic, I think. I want to go for Light that burns the sky because the Incineroar is a threat. I think I'm just going to Psychic and Calm Mind here. Yeah, because we're going to see Protect. Can Feeny survive Psychic? barely survived Psychic, which is really annoying actually for me. We will calm mind up with the Necrozma as... Oh, Light Screen comes up. Okay, that's not too bad. Because Psychic and Attack will still knock out the Kyogre, I think. So I think I'm just going to go for the Psychic and the Photon Geyser. I kind of want to target on the Feeny though. But nah, let's just target down the Kyogre with just attacks overall just to weaken the Kyogre. Because we'll be fine regardless. Icy Wind's going to come out, which is fine. Unless it's max speed Kyogre, I think we should be fine. And Kyogre teams like that, bulky on Kyogre. Yeah, so we'll survive that. We can go for a Psychic into the Kyogre slot. And unless this Feeny is faster than my Ultranecrozma, like if it's invested to live that, I should be fine. I should be able to get a Photon Geyser off. Knock out the Feeny. As Kyogre gonna protect here, we Psychic into the Kyogre. We will be able to get Photon Geyser off, which will be able to finish out the Feeny. Now my opponent gets to bring in Ray, I assume? Or Togedemaru, okay. Surprised about Togedemaru coming in. Is this a bait for a Groudon? I'm gonna go Groudon here and just protect my Necrozma. If you go Rayquaza, excellent play by my opponent. Actually, you could be U-turning here, but I think it's U-turn Ice Beam that would come out here. Let's see. Super Fang, which is okay. And Origin Pulse, okay. That is fine. Yeah, that's fine. Z-move will knock out the Kyogre to protect. I can Fire Punch the Togedemaru slot for a KO. That sounds good to me, yes. Super Fang and Ultra Necrozma, but we will be able to knock out the Kyogre with the Z move, and we will be able to Fire Punch Togedemaru, which reveals Sash. Ooh. Oh, we got the burn though. That's actually really lucky. That burn was actually super lucky. Because it would have forced some mind games between my Lele Choice Scarf in the end and the Togedemaru Spiky Shield situation. But actually, if it was Sash on the Togedemaru, Rayquaza can't be Sash then. What's your item on? I mean, I just keep Fire Punching and Photon Geysering. You have to knock out a Pokemon, and then Lele just comes in. Just to click Moonblast, and I don't think you're gonna have enough health if you Dragon Dance here to where you can Dragon Dance reliably and take multiple attacks. So yeah, my opponent's just gonna forfeit here. Realizing that, okay, if it was Focus Sash Togedemaru, maybe I still had pretty much an out. But like, I guess it depends on like Rayquaza. I guess it really just depends on the Rayquaza set. Like if it lives Moonblast, I guess it could be really annoying. And again, Togedemaru would have to have Spiky Shield there. But yeah, this game, Feeny's really annoying for this team, which I do realize because it just lives most of my attacks. Well, it lives like most of the attacks in the format in general. Just able to Icy Wind here. I mean, I think double protecting, I think just going for the Hyper Voice here just for chip here was the best play for me because I got the immediate chip into Feeny. The Heal Pulse was really good from my opponent, as well as the Ice Beam. Although I think Double Edge, would Double Edge plus Fang KO? No, since I'm not max attack, probably not. Psychic, unfortunately, did not knock out the Feeny, which wasn't in my calculation because I felt like if that Psychic knocked out Feeny, I was in such a good spot right there. Unfortunately, it didn't. I double up the Kyogre. I don't use my Z here because I want to save my Z potentially for the Rayquaza. I don't know, maybe it wouldn't have been too bad, but I think it's still fine regardless because Lele ends up living the turn. We're able to get Groudon on it. Maybe I should just Z'd. Maybe I should just Z'd. Z might have been better. I just didn't want to risk Z in to protect because my opponent definitely... Did my opponent? No, my opponent couldn't protect that turn. I should probably just Z'd. Luckily here, my opponent didn't hard read me to go into Groudon because I felt like that would have probably been the one play that could have screwed this turn over. Because if my opponent went hard Ray, you could have just went Togedemaru. Like, it would have been super tough for me to come back because I probably wouldn't have a way to touch the Togedemaru before it could just, like, U-turn out, for instance. But, yeah, luckily we were able to come through with the one read. Luckily my opponent didn't go super hard on the read that I would go Groudon there. But, yeah, I think maybe just Z-moving the Kyogre was probably better. I was just worried. The one reason I didn't Z... Oh, yeah, now I remember this. I didn't Z because I was worried about Incineroar in the back. But... since my opponent had Togedemaru, right? Did my opponent reveal Togedemaru at that time, or was it still Feeny in the back? No, I Psychic, Photon Geyser, this Feeny was still in. Okay. So, Incineroar could have still been in the back, which would have been really bad for me, because if I Z-moved into Incineroar, I was in a terrible spot. That's why I didn't see. Okay. I would have had to predict Togedemaru was in the back, but realistically, it could have been Togedemaru or Incineroar. I could have even seen Ditto if it was Choice Scarf in certain situations, so yeah, I don't think Z was the play there. It would have been great for me, since I could have gotten it off, but yeah, I don't think it was worth risking. As we got our next opponent with a Groudon Palkia team. Landers and Mawile, okay. Necrozma Lele? You have a Feeny. Man, Feeny's really annoying. I could go... I think if I Wide Guard with Stack Attack with Wide Guard kind of beats it, as long as it's not Earth Power Groudon, but with Feeny you usually want to have Precipice Blades. But it could be Eruption Groudon. That really just depends. Ultra Necrozma's good here. I don't think Lele is that great against my opponent. No, it's not. I think I'll just lead Ultra Necrozma plus Groudon. Stack Attack on the back. Have Mince. Yeah. Because I don't need Lele to win this game. We're going to see the Incineroar Palkia lead, so it may be a hard fake out Trick Room mode. Which is fine. Don't know who you're going to fake out. You might not even fake out just because I have a Lele in the back. Don't want my opponent to get the free switch into Groudon. I kind of just want to go for a... Is this your Z-move? No, I feel like Z-move would be on either Palkia or the Landers. I don't think the Landers is C. I think I'm just going to... I mean, Incineroar Z. I'm going to Photon Geyser here and just go for a... Precipice Blades, I think. On the U-turn? No, Protect. Okay. We got Photon Geyser off, which is really nice into the Palkia. Because that puts in another range of Precipice Blades. Yeah, nice. Oh, it's Barrier. Okay. Respectable. I get to go Stack Attack here. And I want to scout out what my opponent's going to do. As U-turn into Groudon instead. Okay, and Space Run. Okay, perfect. We're getting some good stuff here. I can reverse the Trick Room and go for a Precipice Blades. You expect me to Trick Room here? Let's see. I'm gonna Precipice Blades. Nice Lander switch. This goes for Space Run. That did a lot to Groudon though. Jeez. Oh, I crit the Palkia. That's so bad for my opponent, actually. Yeah, that's so bad for my opponent. You have Groudon on the back. You don't have Mawile. Okay, we confirmed no Mawile. That's just so bad for my opponent. I'm gonna Wide Guard in case you do have Eruption. I'm gonna go hard in Immense because I think this covers every play other than Rock Tomb potentially, and I think I'm still fine. Even Earth Power gonna be revealed here, and Precipice Blades. Okay. Do you have Trick Room? I'm just gonna Gyro Ball here and Hyper Voice. Yeah, because if I get rid of the Landers, I should just win with Ultra Necrozma plus Groudon, since I'm a fast one. I crit the Groudon, unfortunate. Does reveal HP Ice. KOs my Salamence. Oh, Life Orb. And goes for the Source Dance, which is fine, because we just Gyro Ball here. And we get to go the... Groudon here? Yeah. We get to go Groudon, we get to double protect here, then we get to go for Wide Guard into Precipice Blades, and my opponent can't touch me with my physical defense boost. I guess it just depends on if I just miss a bunch of blades or not. Wait, so that means Incineroar should be Z-move then. Yeah, it's Darkest Lariat. My opponent should have went for the double Precipice Blades miss, because my opponent did have that option. Okay, so let's replay that. So Incineroar Palkia wasn't exactly the best lead for us, but yeah, I didn't want to... I just went straight for the attacks here because I felt like Incineroar would not want to fake out against a Lele potentially. So I ended up just Photon Geyser and going for Precipice Blades. As my opponent goes for Protect, maybe expecting the double up there. But yeah, we're gonna get Trick Room up. We're able to get Stack Attacker in and protect Groudon. I'm actually really surprised the U-turn didn't go out into the Ultra-Necrozma slot, since it was pretty much a guaranteed U-turn unless I went for a double protect. So yeah, we're gonna be able to reverse Trick Room here. But unfortunately, my opponent got Landerson at the perfect timing, but we crit the Palkia. It's like so bad. My opponent right there. Creating the Palkia basically just screwed over my opponent big time, I think. Because I would have probably had a lot of trouble against that Palkia. But since... what could I have done better, I guess? Because, like, now I can just play... Like, I can just toy around with my opponent. I could just go for Hyper Voice. I just keep going for Wide Guard. My opponent doesn't have Earth Power at this point. We've revealed Precipice Blades. I was able to knock out the Landers. I'm pretty sure I would have survived -1 Precipice Blades thanks to my Shucka Berry. And I didn't think he would Precipice Blades again after seeing me Wide Guard. So yeah, at this point I just double protect, and then my opponent thinks that there's no shot. I wonder what would happen, because my opponent didn't bring Feeny. Maybe I should have brought Lele. Lele Groudon would have probably just blown back my opponent. Even Lele Ultranecrozium would have been problematic for my opponent. I think it just depends, because it was probably Z-Move Incineroar, because it was Life Orb Landers with a Wiki Berry Palkia, so it had to be Z-Move on the Incineroar. Yeah, especially with Darkest Light. Don't know how I would have to approach that. I guess I would have to play it a lot differently, or I would have had to brought different Pokemon, because even though we won, we got really lucky in order to win this. We got extremely lucky in order to win this. I think I would have had to combine differently. Like, I got positions where I was great, but that Palkia was doing way more damage than I expected with Spatial Rend. That Spatial Rend did about 50% to my Groudon. That's kind of insane. And I have a lot of bulk on the Groudon. It's like, I have like 250 100, which lives the Z-move from Lunala. So, yeah, we got a bit lucky there. I think I would have had to bring Lele at that point. Maybe bring no Salamence, I think. I think I need Stack Attack to reverse the Trick Room. But yeah, okay. I never got this combination. Ultranecrozium plus Xerneas, okay. It's still really bad for us, actually. This matchup's actually kind of bad. We had to get rid of Ultranecrozium like immediately. Cause that Stack Attack, cause the Xerneas is like a pain to deal with. I think we'll just lead Ultranecrozium plus Stack Attacker here. I think Groudon. I think I need Lele. Probably I need it for Psychic Terrain. Yeah. Like, I don't really see many outs to Ultranecrozium, but Feeny also too. If I can get Trick Room up, this is really good. I have Shucka Berry too, actually. Maybe if I can call mine Trick Room. That could work. It could work. I think I'm gonna call mines. I think I'm gonna call mines and protect first, though, so I can knock out the Feeny potentially. Because you're probably just gonna Icy Wind right here. Yeah, Calm Mind comes out from my opponent. Oh, actually, I won't live the... Oh, that's actually what I was scared of. Okay. I mean, Photon Geyser and a Feeny, and the switch into Lele might be safe, because you have to Earth Power my Stack Attack, I think. I'm gonna go... Lele as my opponent goes Incineroar, which is a good play for my opponent, and hopefully it's the Ultra Burst. Nice. So, I mean, we're in a good position. It's my Lele, which is unfortunate, but like, actually that crit might matter. You could go Feeny and fake on my Lele, technically. Don't know if he would make that play though. I can't knock out this Ultranecrozium because Moonblast won't knock it out anymore. I'm gonna go for the Earth Power, double up into the Incin. Yeah, nice. as it goes for Protect, so I think it was trying to go into my Lele slot, so nice. We're able to get rid of Incineroar. I wasn't sure if you would Protect there, but I felt like if I doubled up the Ultranecrozium to try and knock it out, my opponent gets Instant and like U-turns out, I'm in a really bad spot. Kangaskhan, oh. No Xerneas. Okay, we go for Light That Burns the Sky, and we go for a Moonblast. Nice save into the Feeny. Okay. Oh, really nice play from my opponent. Sucker Punch. Ouch. That was a really good play. That was a really good play. We'll go Groudon here. Yeah, we're in a really bad spot. That was a really nice play. We'll go for Precipice Blades and stack attack at this point. Like, we gotta either hope we can get Trick Room up, which is gonna be really tough because my opponent's gonna get like Nature's Madness, Double Edge stuff. Yeah, this is gonna be really tough. That was a really nice play. My opponent even brings Xerneas. I've seen a lot of them bring Xerneas against me, so because I played this matchup quite a few times, they always like let Xern. So fight. Okay. Precipice Blades. We missed Kang, which is actually kind of annoying because oh, we hit Kang. Okay. Let's decide not to hit, I guess. You have low kick? You should have low kick on this team. Go for Precipice Blades. Wait, Bite Sucker Punch. It has a Fake Out and Double Edge. You can't hit my stack attacker, can you? I'm gonna attempt to Trick Room. If you have low kick, you got me good. Okay, nice. Ooh, nice heal pulse, but I don't think it matters too much. Because I think do I risk the Precipice Blades? Or do I just go for Fire Punch? Fire Punch is safer. No doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. Try to Precipice Blades. Fireball. Yeah, because you have to either heal pulse. Yeah, which is fine. Because you won't knock out my Groudon with just a double edge, and then you take the recoil. Okay, nice. Oh, you actually didn't. Okay. Which is fine too, because I get to Gyro Ball your Feeny now. Yeah, that's fine. Nice Ultranecrozium switch. I respect that play. We are able to Gyro Ball the Feeny. Get rid of it. This becomes an interesting mind game afterward. I gotta find out a way my opponent doesn't get a double knockout, and I think that's going Lele here. I don't like it because if my opponent does get the knockout and stack attack, I'm in a bit of a weird spot. I think I gotta go Lele, and the question is who I Gyro Ball. I think I Gyro Ball the Necrozma. I'm really hoping you fake out my Groudon and you go for the attack into my Sakataka. We'll see. Yeah, Sucker Punch, which is good. Who'd you target though? Nice, nice. Oh, I lived that actually. Was not expecting that live. Okay, that live is huge actually, because now I just get to Gyro Ball to Kang and switch out Lele to go into Groudon and sack it, because like as long as I get Lele in a position against Ultranecrozium, I'd be able to win. Nice, and he was actually really high on the ladder too. 1527, 1555. Jeez. Okay. So, why you bite Kangaskhan? I know you get the flinch chance. I think it's a 49. I think it's like somewhere around a 49% chance to flinch. Why you bite Kangaskhan? All right, let's replay that. So, not exactly too happy. I mean, there were a few plays I kind of liked how I played. Some that weren't that great. So, wasn't sure here if you would immediately Calm Mind or you would. There were like a few plays you could have done. You could have Calm Minded. You could have went straight for the Earth Power. There are quite a few plays. Here's where I messed up. I guess maybe just by allowing my opponent to get that option, it wasn't good, because like maybe I should have never let my opponent, but I was just afraid of taking too much damage and Xerneas being in the back and coming in for free, and like the Feeny Icy Winding here, which would have been really bad for me. Like my opponent got me turn 1. Incineroar comes in, which is also a really good play because I go in a Lele here because it's a very safe mid-ground play because my opponent can't really punish this. But yeah, I could have capitalized by going for Earth Power potentially. Earth Power crit doesn't really, it doesn't affect the Lele because, well, it kind of, I guess, affects this play technically, so maybe it's a bit lucky. Because, like, you would have had to Flare Blitz or Darkest Lariat to knock out my Tapu Lele. You could U-turn here and try to get Feeny in, and this is where it ended up being really well. I didn't know if my opponent would protect here. Like, I actually really didn't. Like, I felt like the best play that I had here was targeting Incineroar, because Incineroars don't care to protect. And if I get this read right, it just works out so well for me. And if not, like, maybe I could get Groudon in against something. It would be pretty bad, though, if I target... Like, if I just target Ultranecrozium here and he protect, I just lose. Straight up. Like, I just lose. And I think my opponent was scared of, like, Moonblast and Earth Power, me waiting to speed tie, knock out Ultranecrozium. And then my opponent had nothing that can deal with my stack attack well, so... Yeah, I felt like just doubling up the Incin was the best play that I had, and luckily I did get the read right. The read right was super huge here. Kangaskhan comes out afterward, and I think, okay, I can get the knockout into Ultranecrozium here, because Moonblast into the Z move at +1 should be enough, and my opponent can't stop it since you just protect unless you want to go for that double. The Feeny comes out, unless you want to go for the speed tie Z move into me. Actually, that would have been pretty bad if you did get it, but like I have to go for it at that point. But yeah, Feeny comes out, and this is a really good play from my opponent because you're able to Sucker Punch and you get to preserve your Ultranecrozium without risking a 50-50. So I really like that play from my opponent because we get a special attack drop, doesn't really matter. I go Groudon here because of the fact that I'm like, okay, what could be a really bad situation? And I'd rather have Groudon going for Precipice Blades, threatening both of my opponent's slots, and going stack attack and say, oh, I can Trick Room, I guess, but even if I get Trick Room up, it's not like the most helpful at this point because I don't have my Groudon in. I don't want to risk Groudon switching in and me getting no damage off, and then my opponent protects stalling to win the game with Ultranecrozium with rotation. So I'm gonna go stack attacker here as Bite comes out. Like, yeah, don't run by Kangaskhan. As we are able to get Precipice Blades off, my opponent goes for Nature's Medicine to Groudon to try and put me in double edge range, but like Kangaskhan's just so weak now. I knew that double edge wouldn't KO, but I go for the Protect anyway. It's a nice heal pulse though for my opponent, as I will get to Trick Room up. I go for Gyro Ball Precipice Blades here. The reason, as I think I mentioned earlier, is because Gyro Ball and the Precipice Blades here, it forces a certain situation. My opponent only had two options here. You heal pulse yourself and double edge my Groudon. But that leaves one important key mindset, and that's the thing is you don't knock out my Groudon here, because the only way you'd be able to knock out Groudon is with Nature's Madness into Double Edge. And since my opponent didn't go for that, I guarantee live my Groudon as long as there's no critical hit involved, and we get the necessary damage to put both of these Pokemon in Gyro Ball range. And yeah, I was like, oh, that would Double Edge. Kangaskhan unfortunately survives, which is like the one negative part here, but it's still fine. But it forces a 50-50 here, as I am going to be able to protect, and I'm just able to Gyro Ball to Feeny. It prevents any heal pulse situation. My opponent makes a good switch because now you get the fake out pressure with your Kangaskhan, which is really, really bad for me. So now it comes down to mind games. So this one's really big because I have a Lele in the back. Lele is really, really important here because there are a few options I could do. Again, the Lele play, Precipice Blades, Lele. Actually, wait. Didn't Lele Precipice Blades win the game? As long as I hit. Actually, I'm looking back at it now. Lele Precipice Blades won me the game. As long as I hit 2 Precipice Blades in Fury. The reason Lele wins me the game is because if I go Lele here, there's no way my opponent can punish it. And I just click Precipice Blades, I knock out Kang, I put the Necrozma into the, what is it, like these 40% range? And then, since Kang's gone, Necrozma can knock out one of my Pokemon, but then I just have to go for a Gyro Ball Moonblast or Precipice Blades Moonblast, and as long as I hit one, should be fine. Actually, that's probably what I should have done. It beat every other 50-50, now that I think about it. Yeah, instead what I did is I gambled the Kang going for the double edge into the ground, predicting that, but yeah, that's actually, yeah, I think the play was going Lele and Precipice Blading. I had to risk Precipice Blades at that point anyway, because it gave my opponent no shot to win while my opponent had a shot to win here. But since I guess Stakataka lived the Earth Power anyway, there was no way for my opponent to come back actually. Because Stakataka just won by clicking Gyro Ball into... Actually, if he double edged Lele, Groudon comes in. No, actually it didn't matter because even if he double edged Lele, it's fine. And Kangaskhan had no way to knock out my Stakataka because it was by Kangaskhan. So I guess that ended up working. I wasn't sure if Earth Power would knock out Stakataka. I had never had the calc interact before, so how much did it do? That's good to know in the future. Earth Power from Neuroforce, Ultranecrozium, 66%. Okay, that's really good to know in the future. How much special attack am I at? I think I'm max special attack with a Brave Nature, yeah. So that's good to know. But yeah, I guess if I miss double blades, then I just lose the game. So maybe odds were helpful here, but maybe I should have just went for. It's hard to call it because like it just depends on my opponent gets the perfect read every time. Like again, the Groudon play Lele wins me the game as long as I hit moves with Groudon because if I go Precipice Blades. It might have been the best play though, just because my opponent didn't have options, but I was pretty confident my opponent wouldn't go for the Sucker Punch. I mean, wouldn't go for like a double edge right here into the Groudon slot because if I Precipice Blades Gyro Ball, you just lose the game. But maybe my opponent's out was if I did go to Lele for this slot and click Precipice Blades, your play was to hope I double miss and go for a double edge. Yeah. Maybe I should have fired. Well, I guess since Stakataka literally just won, as long as there's no crit from Ultranecrozium, I guess it didn't really matter in the end. But yeah, I feel like maybe there was a way to play better. I gotta look back in this more because it's hard to explain. But I hope I explained it enough to where like people can understand what I was trying to go at. But yeah, I think this was more like a hard read at this point. Or I was just pretty confident that my opponent winning. Sucker Punch the Groudon here. I mean, go for a double edge into the Groudon slot. And I really want just to get Groudon their Trick Room next to Lele. But yeah, hope everyone enjoyed today's episode of the VGC 2019 Ultra Test. We're going to be using different teams because there's only like 1 week of the series left. So I'm going to be using different teams until the official format changes. Then we'll be doing VGC 2019 back-to-back battles. But let me know what you thought about this team. I'll list it in the description down below if you do want to go try it out. And you can tell me all about how you think about this team. If you do want to try it out, let me know what you think. And you can check out the rest of my stuff down below in the description, such as my social media, the side series on my channel, all that good stuff. My social media pages like my Twitter, Twitch, Instagram accounts. You can, if you want to go that extra mile to support my channel, there is my Patreon page linked down below, as well as if you just want to help out this video and myself, you can always help out by leaving a like on this video, share it with your friends, and leave a comment down below. But otherwise, I think that's pretty much it. Have a great day, people. Until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.